Hey YouTube, Ryan again. Just wanted to give you guys an update on where I'm at and some of the things I'm struggling with at the moment. From the last video, I have not actually lost any weight, but I have put 2 new notches on the belt, and I'm actually up one of those notches already, which is pretty excellent. What I think's happening right now is that I'm actually gaining more muscle than I'm losing in fat. So that is my ultimate goal, because one of the things I want to do for myself is gain the muscle so I can also boost my metabolism. I want to make myself as expensive calorie-wise as possible. I think ultimately that's going to help me a lot in the long run. As pertaining to some of the struggles I'm having, I'm not really on a diet at the moment per se. I've been doing the portion control, and that's been working pretty well. But I find little things get in my path, like I was offered some nuts that had some like coffee and a little bit of sugar on them. Now, granted, it was only like 10 nuts, but I still feel kind of bad about that because I know it's outside of my goal. So I really have to crack down on that. So one thing I was thinking, I've been thinking about a while about doing the Amen solution as pertaining to a diet. Now, I do believe, as I'm pretty sure I mentioned in my first video, that I need to find a sustainable way of eating. And that is ultimately what I want to do. But one thing that I believe I have to realize is that in order to get to my goal, sustainability kind of comes later. Basically, I have to get to where I want to be before I can worry about being sustainable. But I want to make that a really gradual process. Like when I start getting towards my goal, I want to stop more of the dieting and be more of the just learning how to sustain, because this is a learning process for me. I have lost weight in the past, but I've always gone back to the way I was eating because this is what I know. Now I know about portions and stuff, and that is helping me more. But I gotta speed things up a bit. I want to lose more weight than I'm losing. So I was wondering, maybe if any of you guys have any suggestions, please feel free to comment on the video and let me know. That would be absolutely fantastic. I really want to break this cycle of, you know, having, not like treats. It's not like I'm out there, you know, eating chocolate bars or anything like that. But I really want to eat the right things. So I believe I need a diet for that. Provides me a structure. I've always been really good. When I was on the Candida diet, I did not break it at all. With the exception, I did have red meat once a week, but that came like on week 5 or 6 or something like that. So something that I noticed, there was a person that actually subscribed to my video, and they had written a comment on their blog that they were finding that they were hungry after 7, and eating after 7 can be pretty bad. Eating after 8's like they're really bad, as far as I know. Basically, from the way it's been explained to me, is your metabolism shuts down. So you have to make sure not to eat after those times. But what I do, because I mean, sometimes you do get hungry. Just fact. So 2 things I've found. One, I eat pickles if I do get really hungry, because pickles are 5 calories each, and they're extremely fibrous. So that's one really good thing. Another thing, like I said, is that big people, something we don't quite understand, is when we feel hungry, we automatically reach for something to eat, but it's not necessarily the case. I've found that if you drink some water sometimes, that'll really fix it up. A little bit of TMI, but I also take Metamucil and stuff just to keep everything moving properly downstairs. The back downstairs, not the front. I'm good there. But yeah, so I have a big thing of water, like sometimes before I go to bed. Not too close though. I got to give myself a little bit of time because I mean the water passes through. But the other thing, watermelon. A cup full of watermelon is like 40 calories because it's essentially water. There's some sugar in it, but it's also very fibrous. So those are 2 things that I found. It's really been helping me and stuff get through. You know, those times when I am really hungry and I really need something. But water is always the first thing I try, and then if I really do need something, I'll have like a pickle or a couple of pickles. I mean, 5 calories each. I'll probably have about 3 pickles. Dill, by the way, not like sweetened or anything like that. And yeah, those are some of the things that I found. As pertaining to the pictures, now something you guys are going to know about myself. I don't take pictures of myself usually. Other people do that. I'm going to get a hold of some of those pictures that other people have taken of me, and then I'm going to try to provide you guys not just with the when I started at 386, but kind of show some of my pictures. And I apologize. I never make a normal picture face. So I'm going to be making funny faces on pretty much all of them. It's just the way I am. At least I'm not the guy that gives the finger to the camera. Could be worse. But yeah, so that's where I'm at. I just wanted to update you guys. Really want to hear you guys' diets suggestions. I really want to thank everyone that has not only written comments, but also sent me personal messages. I really think that's awesome. If you're basically interested in tracking my progress, please feel free to subscribe. As well, if you're someone watching this and these are your goals as well, something you're doing, please feel free to friend me or subscribe and stuff. Maybe we can do something, run little challenges between each other, see how each of us are doing. If there's suggestions or solutions that one of us knows, the other one doesn't, you know, that would be fantastic to work towards as well. Anyway, thanks YouTube. You guys have yourself a fantastic morning or night or afternoon or whatever the shenanigans it is. Oh, tomorrow's May 21st. I really hope everyone's still here, unless of course you're supposed to go up to heaven and the rapture really does happen and stuff. I don't actually think it's going to happen. The dude, as far as I know, is kind of crazy. I think he said the apocalypse was going to happen because of the gays. I just don't really see how that works myself. But crazy people. Anyway, have a great day, YouTube. I will stop rambling. Thanks.